Welcome to another edition of IMO Sports with Pedro Justice. Wladimir Klitschko versus Anthony Joshua, Saturday, April 29th afternoon. It's about to go down. I'm getting excited for this. It's a slow build-up. There's been a lot of fights back to back to back, and I really won't get as excited as I could be until Friday night after the weigh-in. And then Saturday morning, that's when I'll start feeling it and my juices start flowing. But as far as the fight goes, this is a very even fight if and only if Wladimir Klitschko is still Wladimir, still Hammer Klitschko. If he's anybody else other than that guy, this is going to be a farewell tour for him. Happy trails to you until we meet again. And we definitely don't want that. We want a good fight. So my keys to victory for Wladimir Klitschko are as follows. He needs to use the long arm of the law jab. He has to use that. Not just the filler. He needs to put the steel hammer jab on him. Let him know he's there. And he needs to go to the head and the body. And the key ingredient that was missing in the Tyson Fury fight, the right hand. I don't know why in the Tyson Fury fight, he just was hesitant. Like something was like invisible person was grabbing his arm and preventing him from doing it. He has to do that. He has to get that right hand in there and throw some combination punches. He has to use that great footwork. Watching Klitschko in the workout walkthrough for the media, man, he looks so much better than the last couple of fights. Like he was moving. He seems like he's energized and ready for this fight. They have sparred with each other before, so they have familiarity with each other. And so in his mind, Klitschko is acting as if, I know I can beat this guy. I know his weaknesses. And I hope one of those weaknesses is going to his body. Just because he's a bodybuilding looking guy, go to the body. Go to the body. Take him the distance. Let him know that you're going to be here all night. I don't care if I'm 41. I'm ready to go. So he needs to use the long arm of the law jab. He needs to go to the body, whether that's on the side, the center of the chest, shoulders. And his trick that he likes to use, I'm going to hold you. If he don't want Joshua to get his punches off, he better hold. He better hold a little bit and get away and try to win on the scorecards. And then if he sees some openings, take it, try to drop them. Now, as far as Joshua's concerned, I like him. He's a young guy, the young buck. He's Mr. Hercules, and he's ready to go. CrossFit champion. For him, he needs to use the jab as a power punch just to let Klitschko know, hey, I'm here. His advantage is the youth and the power. And in sparring, maybe he gained something, but in Klitschko's mind, he didn't gain anything. For me, whatever he did in sparring, that's the old Anthony Joshua. That's the robot Anthony Joshua. You can't be a robot in this fight. You need to make sure you're moving and put pressure on Klitschko. If you're saying you want to knock Klitschko out, you have to put pressure on him. You have to back him into the corner. Make it very uncomfortable for him. You need to go to his body, who's put his hands down, and you come over across with that right, and then that left, and then an uppercut. Man, he can throw some combinations. I've seen Joshua only 18 or so fights, all knockouts, but he can put some combinations together. My thing is, when he has the pressure on him, how does he react? Is he waiting and defensive? That's what I want to see. Who establishes their dominance? He needs to make sure he's very agile in this fight because he is very robotic, very technical. And in this fight, he needs to not be so predictable if he wants to go for a knockout. Now, if he wants to go to 12 rounds, then that definitely can happen in this fight. He needs to use his youth, meaning if he's really that conditioned, he needs to pressure. He needs a power jab. He needs to go to the body, but he needs to put some combinations together and make sure he uses uppercut. And he needs to let Wladimir know that he's there. These are my things that I'm thinking that they need to do to come out victorious. And remember the caveat, if and only if Klitschko shows up as the guy in the workouts where he's moving with the fluidity and his footwork is nice and he's throwing a jab and he's definitely throwing that right hand. Bah, bah, bah. But if he comes in here, old man River, happy trails to you till we meet again, it's going to be over. So I'm looking for an explosive, well-paced fight that definitely could possibly go the distance. If Klitschko wants to win, he needs to jump on him early and get an advantage, because with 90,000 in Wembley Stadium, it's really against him. So he needs to be the steel hammer against the Terminator, and that's what I'm calling it. The steel hammer versus the Terminator. Let me know what you think. Until next time, Pedro Justice.